If more women truly embodied self-respect, truly embodied feeling worthy and enough, and also really truly embodied a sense of safety within themselves, how much everything would change in your life. Really embodying true self-respect, like really like your true self-worth, it comes from, honestly, my love, just like little itty bitty baby steps each day on honoring yourself, on making yourself a priority, right? So exercise for one, taking care of your skin, right? That's like a journey of me right now because I feel like I'm getting, like adult rosacea and I don't know what's going on, but making time to and being willing to invest in yourself to take better care of like your health, right? Like your physical health, your skin health, really just like your mental health, right? And the reason why I know that when you really start to embody true self-respect and self-worth, you will not have, hold on, you're not going to have so many issues or fear or like speaking your truth or communication blocks that come up when it is time to set these like healthy, self-respecting boundaries with certain people in your life. Like think about these people to where you don't like how they communicate with you. Maybe they're a bit sarcastic or aggressive, or they're just always like finding what's bad with the world, or they show up when it's convenient for them and when they're getting something, but they're not there to show up for you. Or they like to talk to you about all of, I don't know, like what's going on in their life and just kind of like monopolizing a conversation or something like that. But then when it comes time that you want to share something or, just get something off your chest or share maybe a win, they're not really there to hold the space or listen, right? So that's what I mean. Like people like that who are kind of just like one way. And then also what I'm going to be talking about in this workshop, and I'm going to put, the link to my email list if you want to sign up so you can get the details when I start putting them out, is that when you really start embodying true self-respect and, you take these little baby steps of rediscovering your true self-worth, day in and day out, which I will cover that in the workshop, you are going to start making self-honoring decisions when it comes to not just the relationships and boundaries there with certain people, but also you might notice a shift and change that perhaps needs to be made in your career, right? Maybe you are at a point to where you're like, dude, I'm about to hit rock bottom, massive burnout, depleted, gonna be in my bed for 2 weeks if I continue in this career, or if I continue showing up, working the way that I've been working, right? Like overworking, taking on other loads, or just saying yes to everything and really just never having like any time for you, right? You're like doing things that aren't really in your job description. You know what I mean? Like you're just a really big people pleaser, right? I'm also noticing that I think in my last video, I'm wearing like the same exact outfit. Like this is the mom outfit before you're about to pick up your kid from daycare. Like this is what it is, okay? Cozy, keep it classic, gray, black, whatever. Getting off tangent here. But anyway, the reason why I'm doing this workshop and why I just really, I don't know, feel like ready and just like qualified, and I think the better word, not qualified, but just super passionate and dedicated and committed to this work that I do as a life coach, but also like to putting on this workshop, because I've never done an online free workshop before. This will be my first. It's because this year so far, 2025, the last just about 3 months, I just really have stayed embodied and stayed the course of respecting myself and honoring myself. Like honoring the seasons of my cycle, of my life, of where I'm at in this chapter, 41 almost, with a daughter, and if we're blessed, another on the way. And, just no longer doing things for others or putting myself in situations that are like expected of me, or doing things that are, approved by societal standards, or, doing something because someone said that this is how you do it. This is what the experts said, or this is what, disciplined people do, or this is what makes you valuable or worthy, like all of that crap. Like I have closed the door on that last year and have opened a new door, stepped into a new chapter really just in 2025. And my life has changed massively because of it. My relationship with my partner is way better. Put my phone down here. My hand's getting tired. And I want decent lighting. My relationship with my husband is so much better. The most important one, not most important, but just as important, and this got me all emotional in my mastermind call the other day with my coach, was that my relationship with my daughter is so different than what it has been. She's 2.5 now. And the relationship dynamic is just so transformational recently, because because I'm respecting myself, and because I've created inner peace and acceptance of life as it is, and accomplishing my goals with flexibility and not having a stern timeline on them. I'm able to be emotionally available and present to a whole nother level that I honestly, literally didn't even know was possible, or that I had the skills within me to do so. And it's amazing at how my daughter is like just responding to me in life and how she's showing up. That has completely transformed and shifted, like I said, this year in 2025. And I want to share that with you. In this workshop, I'm not just going to be talking about me and what I've done and I'm going to use some stories and examples there. But I really want to share with you and teach you and show you. And honestly, not that you need it, but I also want to give you permission on how you can start creating a life that feels more aligned and authentic to you, right? Really, how to start healing from your past a bit, and maybe some places you haven't really processed or healed. And then how that gets you to understand and really just start feeling and discovering where your true sense of self-worth and safety comes from. And when you start feeling that true sense of self-worth and safety, my love, that's where you start embodying true self-respect, right? And you start showing up in life how you've always been meant to show up, right? Respecting yourself, honoring yourself, feeling enough, feeling worthy, feeling safe within. I think that's a big thing for women, especially now. It's so important to feel safe and secure in our body, walking around out there in the world, especially in this political climate that we're in. And I want to teach you, I want to give you these tools, and, through storytelling and through practical coaching exercises in this workshop. And, I could go on and on about this, but if this is landing with you so far, and what is this, 12 minutes video, if this is landing with you, if it's speaking to you, if you are like feeling like, okay, this girl is speaking my language, if you're excited about a workshop like this, learning this material, and how it is possible for you as well to start shifting how you do life, relationship, career, parenting if you're a parent, then this workshop is for you. Okay, so if you want to stay in tune with the details of it and the exact dates that it's going to start, it's going to be online on Zoom. You don't have to go anywhere. And then I'm going to put it in the comments. I'll put it in the description box, of course. That's what you do on YouTube, put things in the description. But I'm also going to share it in the comments below, the link to sign up, okay, to get on my email list so you get the updates and the next steps. I'll put it in the comments and I'll pin that comment, and go ahead and sign up, okay? Okay, thank you for watching, and I hope that, you know, you're just as excited as I am, or, you know, maybe curious. And yeah, sign up. I'm excited to see you in that workshop coming up in 2 weeks. And I will also be on here in another video next week, reminding you of the workshop, but also talking about something else, probably when I'm on a walk, probably in the same outfit. Anyway, my name is Nikki McMillan. If you're new to me here, welcome. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, you know, if you're, you know, driving with me and my personality and what we're talking about here. And let me know if you have any questions too. Feel free to ask those in the comments as well. All right, my love. Thank you for watching. I will see you soon. Bye.